All right. I'm doing the second back. I'm doing it back to back. What I just did was I just reviewed the Acro Smoke, and it's so good. I give it like 11 out of 10. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the second one. This is Dark from the same house. This is the House of Acro, and his house is by Olivia Crisp with his daughter. They came out with this company, Acro, meaning addiction. And in the series, they have 7 or 8 now, different type of smell or different type of addiction. Now, the first one is smoke, so you can imagine what the addiction is. Variety type of smoke, but with dark, I have no idea. It's always with first impression. I try not to look into it. I didn't know what smoke was like because the channel Personally, I love watching his channel. Personally, he mentioned one of his favorite smoke, and that's how I know. But the other in the series, I have no idea what it's about. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray it and walk you through it. Okay. Now smoke was so good, but I have to like kind of step back and erase my mind again because if it's so good that if I'm gonna naturally I'm gonna do a comparison, right? And if you're trying to compare with the best, you're probably gonna be having difficulties. So, oh, okay. So with a fresh, clean mind, I'm going to dive into this dark. I wonder what type of darkness it is. All right. Or maybe just dark and not darkness. All right. So, okay. First impression is sweet, but not the generic, simple type of sugary sweet. No, 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 no. This is not the syrupy sweet. No. This is for sure some sort of chocolate sweet. It's coming very strong, the chocolate note, but it's not the light caramel chocolate. This is dark. So it's probably dark chocolate. Yeah, with some sort of strong vanilla. All right, this is okay. I get it. Now it's a lot of dark, sweet scents coming through together. So I'm getting chocolate for sure, vanilla. I don't know if there's no benzoin in those type of notes, but it's more of a sweeter. Even though it's dark chocolate, but it's yeah, some sort of sweet. Yeah, a bunch of sweet things, but it's on the darker side. Okay, so it's hot cocoa. Okay, some sort of hot cocoa. So it's probably cacao. And yeah, hey, I'm doing the first impression. Okay, so I'm smelling this through. So give me time. Try to pick out first impression, whatever I'm getting. I'll let you know. Okay, as I'm walking through it. So imagine you kind of smelling this with me. Okay, so I'm trying to see there's a coffee sense because sometimes the it's not pure coffee for sure, but I'm picking up some sort of I think it's hot cocoa for sure. There's dark chocolate, some sort of vanilla scent, but it's not transitioning, okay? I'm not gonna compare with the other one, or else it's not gonna be fair for this. So I'm gonna talk to you straight, okay? Just you, Mr. Dark. Yeah, it's Mr. Dark. Or I think ladies can wear this. Okay, just dark. So yeah, it's more of a darker. It's gonna be for the warm weather for sure. Probably more suitable for nighttime. And yeah, there's some sort of incense too, but very, very light. Okay. Is it incense? Anyway, so I'm getting a whole bunch of different type of sweetness, but then it's not cloying. Okay, this is the good type of sweetness. And then you could tell there's depth. But I'm having trouble, dissecting exactly what I'm picking out, except the few notes I'm talking about. I don't really smell any floral. Okay. Yeah, but this is not projecting or coming as strong as the other ones. Okay, this dark maybe usually the darker scents are no, not usually, but sometimes it projects more or less, but no, that doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm smelling also a little bit of a Yeah, I did a smoke, so I'm smelling smoke still. So I wonder, I spray on different arms. Yeah, sorry about this. Okay, this is like, we're just hanging out, right? So take it for what it is. Just hang out with me, just, a couple more minutes. I'm trying to do this first impression, let you know the whatever I'm getting. Just imagine we're sitting in a coffee shop, and then we're just like chatting about fragrance, right? And we like spray first impression, and then try to share what we're getting, right? Just imagine that. That's what we're doing. So yeah, yeah. So I'm just picking up chocolate. I'm sure hot cocoa or cacao, and then some vanilla, a light touch of cinnamon, a little bit of light touch of incense, and then yeah, some sort of light smoke. So, but it's not changing though. It's not like the other one where it changes. So this one is kind of staying put. I could smell all those notes. I'm guessing those kind of notes coming through. And yeah, so that's what it is. There's no blue notes or no floral notes or fresh notes. It's just basically right away when I spit it, it goes straight to the dark notes. Okay, so it's dark, dark. So yeah, that's what it is. You know what? This one I gotta spend more time on it. Right now, if I have to give it a first impression grade, I'll give it like 8 out of 10. Okay, while smoke was 10 out of 10, straight from top to bottom to the everything is 10 out of 10. But this one is 8 out of 10. It's more there's things going on here. I should not have done that. I should not have smelled smoke first and then go to dark, because you can't do that to this poor dark, okay? So I got, yeah, darn it. I totally already smelled it. So I cannot unsmell it, okay? So I'm going to put this away for a few days and then come back to it and then do a full review. I'll go ahead and smell it and wear it, test it, and I'll do a full review later. So kind of half-heartedly listen to this first impression, okay? So I cannot undone the first impression. So yeah, so I'll dissect more into it and let you know, okay? Did I mention the perfumer? This is yeah, Olivier Crisp. If you don't know him, he's a master perfumer, like super knows, that has done more than 200 fragrances to his name. So he is really, really good. I mean, if you smell some of his stuff, example, I have Antonio Banderas Blue Seduction. I had no idea who did it. I own it for a few years already, maybe 5 years already. Wait, is it 5 years? 5 or 6 years already. Blue Seduction. I loved it. It's simple, but it's so good. And I found out just recently that is, Olivier Crisp. Okay, so he could do a lot of complex scents, very masterful scents, or he could do more simple, more linear type of scents, but it's still really good. So it's one of those, great master perfumer that really does his job really, really well. So if you are into this hobby, sometimes you want to pick a perfumer that does great job, and then see what else you could. What I mean is follow a perfumer, okay, or you could follow a house, like example akro. So if I like one, I might like the other one as well. And then, but then to me, following a perfumer is more is easier to find your taste, because every perfumer are really good at a certain area. Maybe some of them can do everything, okay, but there's a certain characteristics, right, like DNA that they have. So I'm just speaking in general, okay? Nothing is 100%, right? So in general, example, Alberto Marias is really famous for his blue type of notes, right? Blue type of fragrances. Example, right? So you just have to kind of search for which perfumer and the type of fragrance that they do and what you enjoy, and then kind of follow that person, and then usually you will not be disappointed. Now, nobody's exactly has the same preference as everybody else, right? Nobody's 100%. So that's why sense is so subjective, and it changes with time. So that's why I'm going to give it more time. There's so many fragrances that I did not enjoy in the beginning, and then later I fell in love with it, and vice versa. So with that in mind, always give it time, and then try in different scenario, different situation, different type of moods, and then you're gonna be surprised. Okay, all right. With that said, well, I'm sorry, I didn't even do the original, the box, because right? It's a metal box, some acro, but it just doesn't come out with the lighting. So yeah, so I just found a different box to put it back. All right, it's much better. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope that's a little bit helpful. So yeah, this one doesn't pop right away, doesn't grab my attention super much like the other one. So I do apologize, Mr. Acro Dark. I should not have done back to back with the awesome smoke. Yeah, so I'll give you more chances later. Okay, so I'll come back with more reviews later. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope that is helpful, and see you next time.